What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. 56-9. Somebody had to take this ass whooping this week, and this week it was Florida A&M. Now, obviously, talent-wise, we are better than Florida A&M. And coming into this game, we knew this wasn't a game. But I want to talk about it. I want to give my instant reaction. I want to give my takeaways. Okay, the first thing is winning is hard. We should never take for granted winning. I just watched Northern Illinois upset Notre Dame. I just watched Cal beat Auburn. We see it week after week. LSU's in a dogfight with Nichols. We see it week after week. So I'm never going to come over here and just act like, you know, we're a dynasty or something, because we're not. We're 2-0. I'm happy we're 2-0. Pat on the back. Now, with that said, let's talk about some takeaways, right? My first takeaway is Cam Ward is the guy, right? You look at Cam Ward, and it is the same thing we saw against Florida. Calm, cool, collected, going against his reads, making plays, still locked in after the touchdowns and stuff. When they pan over to him, he's talking to a coach or he's looking at an iPad. I like that. Next, second quarter. The second quarter was pretty bad football. Now, this is instant reaction, so it's hard for me to remember everything, but I remember thinking the second quarter was pitiful. And then coming out, I was wondering how this team would respond. They even announced that Mario Cristobal was pissed, saying that some of the reserves was not living up to the standard. By the way, Miami did have several people not starting in this game. So like Ruben Bain, Jalen Rivers, Damari Brown. There were several starters that sat out this game. The backups got a lot of clock. But the second half, Mario was pissed. And when we came out, we responded and we dominated the rest of the game. So that was good to see. You know, you start off on fire in the first quarter. The second quarter was like, what is going on? And then your coach calls you out in the locker room and you respond in the third and the fourth quarter, right? Good job. Next is, y'all let me know if I'm tripping, but I think Cam Ward is playing too much in these games. Now, against Florida, some of you guys said, we left Cam in too long. And I didn't care because it was Florida. And I believe when you're going up against the Florida Gators, the Florida State Seminoles, and there's a lot on the line when it comes to in-state rivalry, in-state recruits, run it up on them. So keep Cam in the game. But when we're playing Florida A&M and we're up by several touchdowns, they haven't scored a touchdown, I think, just me, get them out the game. Cam had an amazing play. You're going to see it over all the highlights of him diving over the pylon. But if you watch that play closely, he comes down on one of his arms. Me personally, I don't think we should be risking Cam Ward as much as we are. I understand the message Mario Cristobal is trying to send. I understood it against the Florida Gators, but against Florida A&M in this game, I would have took Cam Ward out a lot earlier than what he did. But hey, I'm just on YouTube. I'm not the one who gonna take the heat if something does happen, right? I'm not gonna take the heat if something does happen. That's gonna be you, Mario. So let's hope that nothing does happen, right? Tyler Barron. That's a bad man. That's a bad man. Now, you could say, well, Grant, this was Florida A&M. Yeah, he had 3 sacks, tackles for loss. He was over there doing every dance he can dance, dominating. I saw him take a tackle and move that tackle right next to the quarterback for the sack. You can say, hey, it's Florida A&M. But he dominated Florida too. This is back-to-back weeks now, right? This is back-to-back weeks with Tyler Barron dominating with no Ruben Bain. So, Ruben Bain, if you're watching this video, we need you to rest up. We need you to get better. You ain't got to rush back. But when you do, Oh man, I feel bad for the quarterbacks that got to deal with Tyler Barron, Elijah Austin, and Ruben Bain. Oh my goodness, I feel bad for y'all. Um, DB wise, corner wise, safeties. I'm happy with the safety play. Corners, I still got to see y'all tested. You know, I feel like, again, I feel like Graham Mertz, that wasn't a quarterback to really test the corners. I think they do a great job at tackling. I will say that. So Florida was limited in yards after catch. These guys, you know, they caught a couple passes, a couple coverage busts, but they will get tested soon where it's a good quarterback versus a good wide receiver, and we'll see how the corners hold up. And I got faith in them because these games mean something. I think OJ, he told Coach G that in the Florida game, he knew he was supposed to go with Trey Wilson, but his legs wouldn't move. And I bring that up because the jitters of starting for the first time is getting out. Then he starts today, and those jitters gets out. And by the time we do get to a wide receiver who is really good and a quarterback who has a really good connection, I think they're going to be up for the challenge, and we'll see how they do. If you ask me, I believe our wide receiver is Xavier Restrepo. He's in a different universe. Then we got Isaiah Horton. Then we got Jacoby George. Then we got Sam Brown. When I look at our running backs, I have seen some conversations of, you know, Mark Fletcher got a touchdown. Then Damian Martinez got a touchdown. I saw some talk on the timeline of maybe Mark Fletcher should be starting. When it comes to the running back position, who gives a damn? We need both of them splitting carries so they can stay healthy. So I like how we're doing the rotation. Christopher Johnson Jr., we saw him today. We saw Jordan Lyle. Happy birthday, Jordan Lyle. A lot of young gunners got to get in the game and make plays. Justin Scott, Darius Hayes, Zaquan Patterson. So it was good to see those guys. O-line at the beginning of the game, I felt like the run blocking wasn't great, and I felt like Cam was taking hits. So I'm happy with the win. I think I've talked about most of the things, and if I come up with something, I'll make a video about it. But I would like to see this team get better and better. And what I saw today is Mario went into the locker room and said, y'all aren't reaching the standard. And we came out. We looked like a better team in the second half. I like that. So let me know what you guys think, man. How are you feeling? How you feeling? We're 2-0. Around the ACC, Georgia Tech got beat by Syracuse. Kyle McCord looked good. Cal, I mentioned it, beat Auburn, so maybe they won't be a pushover. And the last time I checked, let's take a look. Alabama's up by 1 point with 14 minutes left in the game. So this schedule is going to be tougher than we think. I just hope that we can just take care of ourselves, keep players healthy, and keep getting better. Let me know what you thought about the game tonight. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace. No more defeats.